we changed the system so that all the grapple moves are mapped to the right analog stick this year, for both the PS2 and for the Xbox 360. So a simple flick of the analog stick in any direction will execute a grapple move right away. So it's really easy to pick up and play, and also makes it very intuitive when it starts to get into our alternate control moves. These moves are really cool. These are our kind of showboating, high-power moves that let you take the control and put it right into the player's hands. So what that means is that we have moves like the military press, where you get your player up into this position up here, and now you get to control it with the right analog stick. That means you can decide how many presses you want to do, you can taunt there, you can walk around the ring, you can decide to walk over the ropes and throw them outside the ring. So you can get people in these moves during a Royal Rumble match, say, walk over the edge and throw them right out of the ring, easily, just like that. So that's our second big feature. Our third one has to do with using the environment. We really want to push that this year. That means you can use any part of the environment, inside and outside the ring, to inflict damage on your opponents. Simply, all you have to do is get someone in a lockup, go ahead and drag them to any of these hot spots, and right away you'll engage in these interactive moves. And what you do is you control all the action with the right analog stick. So for example, you drag your opponent over to the steps, you go ahead and decide how many times you want to smash his head into the steps. And it's all controlled using the right analog stick. And then a last big feature for us is the fighting the crowd area this year. This lets the action spill over into the crowd, and we'll have a fully loaded, hardcore brawl area with tons of weapons littered all over the area. We'll have a lot of environmental interaction you can do with those, a lot of props. So it's really a no-holds-barred fighting area that's brand new. Graphically on the PS2, we really pushed the limits, and we really had great superstar models, and we were just so excited to get onto the 360 now, the next generation consoles, so that we can start to push it, just start over from scratch and start to push on with what we can do on those consoles. So we really have some amazing looking superstar models this year. They're around 20,000 polygons, which means we have awesome detail in our muscle, muscle definition. You start to see veins show, and we have muscle flexing going on. We have a sweat system that's working in the game, so that we can have sweat start to build up during the match. And really just starts to add those little small details for realism. The game was very arcadey, very twitchy. There was only one reversal button back in the day in the SmackDown series. So I really wanted to push the sports element of it, add a lot more strategy to it. So when I was working in production, I really wanted to bring in stuff like superstar attributes. So now the characters start to get more defined, and you had their abilities brought out in the game. We didn't have that before. It's more arcade style. And I wanted to start to push some of the sports aspect as far as momentum in the match and stamina, so you just can't run around doing all types of different moves without any kind of repercussions. I cringe every single time I read fan boards and the fans are complaining about certain maybe gimmicks being outdated, certain costumes, and I really feel for them. And I'm a WWE fan at heart, so I really want the same things to be updated. So it's really a long process. There's a WWE approval process. We work with them. There's a lot of planning ahead of time. We have to decide what storylines we're going to have, who we're going to record for VO, mocap. So a lot of things go in there, and we try to be as up to date as possible. The past year's Xbox games, I shouldn't say weren't great. I thought they were really good, but they didn't really step up to the next level. And for the Xbox 360, the great console that it is, we want to bring our flagship franchise to that console and show Xbox gamers how fun wrestling games are. Even fans that don't even watch WWE, how great of a game this is, how great of a party game it is to get your buddies together and play WWE SmackDown vs. Raw. So that's the main reason we wanted to bring the game to the Xbox 360 console.